Yes, I'm in a very bad mood.
Why are you in a bad mood?
I don't know. Thinking about hate.
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 You take your plate out of the way for him?
Yes.
Just. Yes.
Hey, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Have a good night.
Thank you. Okay, so is this hate in general, or is this
How you doing over here?
geared towards something?
Good.
We're doing good.
I hate it when they come around the tables and ask me how you're doing. Just because I don't have a smile on my face doesn't mean I didn't enjoy the meal that I just had. I don't know.
Let's get to the root of the problem.
I hit a cat today. That's really the root of the problem. I was driving to work and I hit a cat, and that fucked up my whole day. I'm so pissed off about that. The cat just ran right out in front of me. And it didn't have a collar, so if I killed it, I wouldn't have been able to even check to see whose it was. And I mean, I didn't kill it because I felt it go underneath the car. I stopped the car, I get out, it's nowhere.
Jesus.
There's no blood or fur or anything on the front of my car. I don't see any, I don't see a little scrap of tail hanging underneath my car or anything like that. I'm looking all over the bushes. There are all these trees along the side of the road. I'm lifting up all the trees, looking for this cat for like 10 or 15 minutes. And I just think, oh, it ran off and it went to find someplace to die as far away from the front fender of my car as it could possibly find. And I'm just pissed off. You're gonna go to work and you're gonna be thinking about this cat all day. I mean, I wasn't even thinking about the cat. I was just put into a bad mood because of it. And I was thinking about bullshit stuff that, I have no control over, and the frustrations of living. Work was okay. It was boring as hell, but I hope I can get out of this town sometime soon. I hope I can get this tooth fixed really soon. Because it's a cavity. It's a serious cavity. It probably needs a crown. If not a root canal. It doesn't hurt or anything like that. So it probably needs a root canal. It's another expense. Yeah. I gotta get all the tires. I gotta get all the tires fixed on my car. I gotta like $3,000 worth of payments to $3,000 worth of repairs to my car.
Mm-hmm.
I have a possible root canal, at least a crown that I need to get into my teeth.
Right.
I want to get all my back teeth taken out because I can't brush them or else I gag and practically vomit every time I brush my teeth. I need a tripod for my camera. Everything is an expense. I hate it. And I don't have any money. How much must I pay in blood? Seriously, I'd totally become a hitman for the mob.
Oh, you would?
Yeah. Maybe not around anyone I knew personally.
Well, maybe you could look online and see.
Yeah, because I'm sure the mob is hiring on the internet.
Well, you don't know. They're branching out.
Yeah, it'd be a lot easier.
Mob online.
It'd be a lot easier to move to the East Coast and get a job with them that way. Mm-hmm. But then you gotta prove yourself to them, and then once you do prove yourself to them, then you're in for life, and you can never retire. And if you want to retire, then they're gonna kill you. And then you gotta prove yourself by killing someone that you really like or you really love. I don't think there's anybody that could find for me to kill. Maybe you.
Yeah. You know what? On second thought, let's not even talk about the whole
Let's not go to the mob.
Yeah, the mob's.
Well, it's too late at this point anyway. Because once you say in a public forum like the internet, I'd take a job with the mob. You can't ever work for the mob, ever, because then there's proof out there. Like somebody somewhere heard you say, "I'm gonna get whacked."
Yeah. So this is pretty much your memoirs right here. After having a bad day,
Yeah.
you're pretty much just.
I'd like to leave all of my belongings to the Children's Museum.
Because you're going to get whacked.
Please sell everything I own and give the proceeds to the Children's Museum. Put all of the money into a piece at the Children's Museum to teach about how Jesus is a myth.
Oh.
That's another thing that fills me with hate.
Oh, go on.
Now we're going on to a whole totally different subject.
Yes.
I'm having a bad day, and I'm not going to take it out on Christianity because
They make a good target, though.
they do make a good target because they persecuted and killed so many people. you know?
Exactly.
They like to say Muslims are bad people, but really Christianity has the bigger head count.
Yeah, that's true.
Kill count. Kill count. They have a
Kill
bigger
count.
kill
They do have a bigger kill count.
Individuals will always want to view themselves as the good guys. You
Right.
can never be. No one can ever look at themselves and say, "I'm the bad guy here." They need it spelled out to them and pointed out. And even then, they'll be in denial about it. So, the reaction of Christianity to Muslim extremists is, "Well, you guys are out of line." But 200 years ago, 500 years ago, go back to different periods in history, and the Christians are the ones who were out of line, but they'll never say that. I just think it's really, really ironic that I'm a better Christian than most Christians, because I've actually read the entire Bible and I actually follow some of the teachings of Jesus, even though I don't believe in his divinity.
Wow.
I mean, I may hate people, and I may talk shit about them, but I would certainly never actually try to inflict harm on other people. I go out of my way for other people all the time. And not because I expect gratitude or accolades or anything like that. Unless they cut me off in traffic, then I want to kill them.
Sure, do you want cream too?
Or unless they
Yes.
park wrong.
Yes.
Like somebody parks diagonally into a space, it's like, what the fuck? How did you even get a license?
And the only reason why I'm laughing so hard is because I've seen your reaction.
You've seen my reaction to people, yeah.
To people who don't drive well and who don't park well.
If somebody's not parked well, I'll take out a little.
I'll
take out a little piece of paper from my notebook and I'll write a little note for the windshield of their car saying, "Nice parking job, fucking retard."
That's like inches away from keying their car.
Yeah. It isn't keying their car.
No, it
I
isn't.
won't go that far. I'll let someone know that they're a fucking dumbass, but I'm not gonna, inflict harm on them because they're a dumbass. He parked diagonally. So the front of his car was into the handicap spot, and he had his flashing lights on. He had his warning lights on. It was and he was in the post office longer than I was. He got there before me. And I saw him park. Because he's right in front of me. And I was like, wow, that guy's an asshole. I drive down, I park, I walk in, I get my stuff, I'm walking out. He's still inside doing his thing. He wasn't running in for a stamp. He wasn't just dropping off something. He's in a big fucking process. I was like, what the hell? Why can't you just park like a normal person? Just because you crack jokes doesn't make you a comedian. Oh, really? I thought that's what the definition of a comedian was. You fucking stupid shit. Turns out to be some French guy who thinks comedian is really the definition of a proctologist or something like that. Just because you crack jokes does not make you a proctologist. I scored one on him. Lol. I guess technically I had a hater.
Yeah, you had.
I've never had a hater before. It's awesome. Because haters are just retarded. They're so stupid. They don't.
How do you deal with that? How do you?
I delete the comment and I totally ignore it.
You just ignore it?
You're just like, wow, this person's a fucking moron. Delete. Move on to the next one. I think about it later because I like making fun of them. Let me tell you about this guy.
Do you find it discouraging at all?
Discouraging? No, only when I know the person somehow.
Okay.
Because if I'm in the same social circle as someone and they're just giving me a hard time for no particular reason, I'm like,
right.
Dude, what's your problem? I'll still tell them that I think they're full of shit or that I don't care donkey do for their opinions. My friend Ethan, he's got some guy in his live journal who he's always making these sarcastic comments. He's tried to pick a fight with me 3 times, and every single time I'm just like, dude, what's your problem? Settle the fuck down. And of course, granted, I don't say it as politically correct as that. Usually I insult him when I'm saying it, but that's because he's being hostile and sarcastic.
Right.
And I've met the guy on one occasion. He's not a hostile or sarcastic person in real life, so it's just kind of like I'm just baffled.
You're baffled by it.
Baffled by the behavior. When somebody I personally know is being belligerent and stupid, I'm just like, wow. What possessed you to do this? Well, okay, fuck you too. But yeah, people at InnerZone really got riled up at things that I said on the forums too. It's like I'd be making half-assed comments. I wouldn't even be putting any effort into what I was writing, and people would come back with these long diatribes against me. I was like, what the hell?
Wow.
I'm totally baffled. I'd make fun of it because I didn't really take it seriously, and that would just piss him off even further.
Right.
I am totally baffled by this, but hey, if you want to be insulted because I don't care that you're insulted at my half-assed comments that I didn't even really put a lot of thought into to begin with, then I'm going to make fun of that too. I don't see why people get so upset over things like that. It's that whole mentality of like, you disagree with me, therefore I think I'm going to have to make you mentally suffer somehow.
Mentally suffer.
Okay, well, I'm not really mentally suffering. I'm just kind of perplexed and confused as to why you think it's an issue in the first place. What exactly is the issue? I don't know what possesses people to be hostile on the internet in the first place. I think it's because, you're not face to face with a person.
No, of course.
You're sitting
of course,
across.
you can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
You can act on the first instinct that comes into your head.
Yeah.
Usually.
And it's like, if I'm sitting across from you and I say something that you disagree with, you might go, well, let's just not go there. Or you might say something like, well, I disagree, and here's why. You won't say, well, I think you're a fucking douchebag, and I think your opinions are made of horse manure, and here, let me break down exactly why I think you're a mentally defective retard who was probably exposed to gamma radiation in the womb. If you actually do that in a social situation, sometimes you get punched, depending on the demeanor of the person you talk to. I've seen a guy get riled up because I called him Richard once instead of...
Really?
Yeah, my friend RJ, who he works as the doorman at the karaoke place. If you call him Richard or Richie, he gets pissed. It's like his brow furrows, his face turns red. I don't know. He's just got...
That's his name, isn't it?
Yeah, but...
It's the wrong title. It's the wrong title.
It's the wrong title, apparently. It's like, why do you even have an issue with that, of all things? I get a little upset when people call me Patty. But I ask them not to do it, and I move on with my life. My penis isn't so small that I have to make a point of flexing my muscles in order to get someone to shut up.
I knew a girl who was pretty anal about the whole... Her name was Catherine. And, because I thought she was pretty cute, I would always call her Cat, and then I remember doing that one day, just to see if I could actually, I guess, get away with it maybe. I didn't think anything was wrong with it, so I said, hey Cat. She just totally drops what she's doing, looks at me straight in the face and says, don't call me that. And I was just like, oh, okay.
Well, sometimes
Poltergeist.
Sometimes people have bad associations with names.
Right.
I don't. But, if she had a previous boyfriend who really broke her heart, who always called her Cat or something like that, I can see something like that being an issue. I don't know. I guess I'm...
Oh,
when the
really?
behavior comes from a woman, I'm more likely to make excuses for it.
Why is that?
I don't know. I think...
Because I've also noticed that, women are your favorite people, but in the same sense, they are your worst.
My worst people?
Kind of, pretty much. It kind of seems like it goes hand in hand, seriously, with with females.
they hurt me so bad.
I can see.
I don't know. I think women have a tough time in our society, in this culture, and so I guess I'm willing to cut them slack if I see a woman taking advantage of that slack, or
okay.
actively trying to get slack when they don't really deserve any. Then I'm kind of like, hey, a perfect example might be Alicia.
There we go.
Who tries to curry favor with people by buying them things, and then gets upset when she doesn't get the requisite affection. So it's kind of like, well, just because you bought me coffee doesn't mean I'm indebted to you. How about if I steal these DVDs for you? And you stole them. I watched you steal them. That doesn't endear you to me. The only thing that ever endeared Alicia to me was when she started sticking up for herself. When she started developing a backbone with me, that's when I started liking her.
So it's pretty much you don't like when a female personifies herself as being weak.
Yeah, that might be right.
But you like it when they personify themselves as being, more than they are, or more
because they are. Women are very strong. Women are stronger than men in many ways.
Right.
And they should live up to that role. They should be strong because men are weak and stupid.